Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
Welcome to Real Estate Live with the Real Estate Guys, Aaron and Jacob Taylor.
We're keeping it real, we're keeping it current, and we're keeping it fun.
Las Vegas' #1 real estate show.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE. The real estate guy.
Hey, listen to that. Hear that? Pretty cool, right? You know what that's from? You love it. I can tell. Hey.
What happened to this show?
What's up, everybody? Aaron Taylor, Real Estate Live. We have a relic in the studio today. Someone that hasn't been here in a long time.
Retro.
Yep. Matter of fact, we played the Mayberry RFD song to get us started just for Dustin DeHart because I knew it would irritate him. Because I know it doesn't take much. No. Right?
I love it. That was a great opening.
It was a good opening, right?
Amazing. Aaron, good to see you.
Good to see you, Dustin.
Got some good friends in here today with us.
Yeah, we do. Excited
to be here.
Second segment, we're going to have Lou and Marco. Sounds like two mafia guys.
I know, right?
Does it? Hey, Lou. Hey, Marco. How you doing?
Yeah.
And then they actually look like two mafia guys. Yeah. I'm afraid I'm going to say the wrong freaking thing over here. You know, forget about it. What do you think? 702-310-6683. 702-310-6683. You're looking to buy a house, sell a house. Hey, if you want to refinance, you need a mortgage. I know that's boring, but Dustin's here.
Yeah.
You could call us for that, too.
The boring guy.
Right?
Yep.
We have a couple sponsors, Dustin.
Yeah.
Like we used to do.
Neo Home Loans.
Oh,
sure.
Neo Home Loans. Sheila Merrill. Love her. My sister.
Amazing.
So I have to kind of, it's my sister. What am I going to do?
We get it,
right?
dude.
You get it, right?
Yeah.
It's worse than
Fidelity
a wife.
Title. I'll know them all. The
Fidelity Title.
Best title company there is.
Yeah. And let's mention you.
Yeah. And me.
Dustin DeHart.
Mutual
of Omaha. And our favorite place. Who is it?
Grape Street Cafe.
Hey.
Sometimes you want to go
where everybody knows your name. Mark, have you been there?
I have
Grape Tree
not.
Cafe downtown Summerlin?
Always glad you came.
We're going to give you a gift card so you can go down there. John McGivens, our boy, he helps us out. He gives us gift cards for people.
He's probably in about $85,000 in cards by now.
He's so cool. He really is.
Yeah.
Every time during the show, if we say Grape Street Cafe, boom.
So OJ that was his place.
No,
Who's the new celebrity there that frequents the place?
I've seen Carrot Top a few times. Local
Carrot Top,
celebrity.
There you go. Okay.
Siegfried and Roy, they're still hanging out.
I thought they were dead.
They are, but
Okay.
they still hang out. OJ Simpson was like a staple.
I just said that. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Keep up, buddy.
Did you say that?
Yeah. All right.
The real estate guys there
There you
sometimes.
go.
That's
There
pretty
you
cool.
Yeah. Great place. Aaron, what's up? How are you?
So I was kind of irritated this week. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. I'm not going to mention names. I don't want to get in trouble, but we list a lot of homes, like one of the top agents in the city, and all of our systems are designed to help people. Mm-hmm. One of them is we give sellers a cash advance, money up front. The reason why is most people's equity is in their house, and if they need to move or do something, or
Most people's equity is in their house?
I mean, most people's equity is
That's most of their wealth.
It's their wealth is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Get me straight, will you? I will. But they got it, though. They understood it. So this one guy, we spent about $7,000 doing repairs on his place. We told him his house was worth, let's say, $390, right? Mm-hmm. Well, after we did all the repairs and put all the money, which he agreed to, signed all the paperwork, everything, he tells our girls he wants to list it at $450. Sorry, it ain't worth $450, but we do it. Then he gets pissed off that no one's looking at his house. Well, there's 7 of them in his neighborhood, all under 4, and we did a net sheet for him at $375. Bart did. Mm-hmm. This guy is like incorrigible. He's so hard to deal with. Now he says that he didn't agree on the $7,000. Now he wants to fire us after 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Don't you have a contract in place?
Oh yeah,
of course.
Yeah, he's going to lose.
Yeah.
But it just bothers me that I don't like liars and people that take advantage, or try to. It's just not good form,
We should send Lou and Marco over to that house.
That's what I'm saying. I think if Lou and
quick-
Marco come over,
talk sense into them,
It was a
dude.
quick remodel for free.
hey, dude, if you work for the union, then he better be shaking in his boots, right?
Bring some pipes
right.
and
Right.
bring
the boys down.
We'll get that
The
value
dump
down.
trucks.
We'll
Maybe
get that
we
house
put a
listed.
cement
Yeah.
square on his leg and throw him in the
Forget
lake.
about it. Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, no, I mean, that's part of real estate. That's part of business, right? I mean, you're going to, you're not going to please everybody, and you're going to have these type of clients. It's how you deal with it and, move on. I mean, you've been doing this for many years.
32
I
years.
think the cash advance, right? Probably
10 years.
Yeah. And you've got burned, a handful of times?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the risk you take as a business owner and one of the top real estate agents. I mean, it is what it is, but you've got protections in place.
But
so
this guy doesn't realize
he's got
that.
under your skin, I can tell.
Oh, yeah. So I gave him this professional email after he ignores his name.
ChatGPT clean that up.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't even want me to go to his house. He wants me to meet me at Burger King. I'm like, bro, how can we sell your house? I got to come look at it if you have a problem with Bart.
Yeah.
So really nice. Sorry, I'm allergic to
What
caffeine.
did you get at Burger King?
So I gave him 3 options. Number 1, just deal with me, lower it at the price you agreed to, and we'll sell it. Put bygones be bygones. We know how to sell your house. We'll get it done. Option number 2, bring your check in for $7,000, call it a day, move on. I let you have the contract. No big deal. Option number 3, one of my favorites. I have money put aside to pay Chris Sullivan, our real estate attorney, just for guys just like you. You don't have any money.
Yeah.
You don't have money to do your repairs. Dude, it's going to cost you $5 or $10,000 just to retain somebody. You really want to fight me on this? I mean, it's not going to be good for him. I don't want to do it, but hey, I gave him 3 good options, right?
That's right.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously. I mean, hopefully it works out, and
Anyway, that's my rant
yeah.
for the day. Yeah. How about you?
My rant?
Yeah, you got anything going on in mortgage business?
Anything? Yeah, look, I mean, mortgage business is always, it's busy for us. Rates are everything, but, I mean, you can't focus on interest rates, and that's why I'm excited for these guys to be in here. Affordability is tough right now, but we've got some great programs, and, with the Essential Workers Program for $20,000, and, it's Mutual Mortgage being a proud sponsor of AFL-CIO and the Real Estate Rewards Program. So they get 25% back when they use one of our realtor partners, a.k.a.
You're supposed
the
to
real
save
estate
all
guy.
that for the second segment,
Well,
so
I am.
everybody can hear it. Now you're going to have to say it all over
Guess
again.
what? No one listens the whole hour, Aaron. Remember the radio?
No, dude, you don't follow instructions very well, do you?
But look,
it's not like it
I'm
used
excited
to be when we
to
were
talk
doing
about
it. You
what
know
we
that,
have
right?
to get you into a house today. That's what I'm excited about. But yeah, frustrations, no. Like it's the the normal frustrations. Nothing's easy in the mortgage world right now. I've probably worked more in my life than I ever have, and I haven't made as much as I have in my whole life.
No,
but you know
that's for
what?
sure.
But it's fun. We're helping people, and rates weren't supposed to be as low as they were in the first place, right? We're going through some mess, and they were coming down, and we started a war with Iran, but they should be a lot higher than they are right now. Put it that way. So we can be in the low 6s, and we can get the oil.
I heard a rumor.
The gaze of the Hormuz,
Yep.
or Straits of
JT
Hormuz.
actually
sorry.
showed me an article that our dear president invested $161 million in some fund that affects interest rates.
Oh yeah,
I wonder why he did that.
$161 million.
$161
That
million.
sounds like a lot.
What do you think is going to happen with the interest
I
rates?
don't think that's going to do much. But-
No, I mean he
You mean
invested in
billion
like
or
some
a million?
bond or something.
Oh, that was a while ago, and he didn't do it. I mean, yeah,
Did he do it?
They were
I just saw the article last week.
Well, they instructed the GSEs to start buying, or the Fed buy back mortgage-backed securities, but that amount of money really doesn't move the needle. It does
No.
help, but that was a while ago. Maybe I'm not sure.
But if
what
you invest
article
under
it is.
$61 million, they're counting on the rates dropping, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what your article you're talking about.
I'm going to show it to you.
All right, can't wait.
Hey,
for
don't try to be smarter than me this
that.
morning.
I'm not, bud.
Don't do it. Keep it light.
No one's smarter than you.
All right, because we will throw blows. It's possible.
Yeah, I got some muscle here next
You
to
do.
me. So
702-310-6683. You're not used to having a camera on you the whole time.
I know it's radio. I'm looking at you, so I got to look at the camera.
This
what it
is going to be on YouTube. Everybody's going to watch you.
Yep.
Yep. So
Face
show,
for
Show
radio.
them your pecs.
There you go.
Make them move. Right? You haven't met June before. June. We got Angelo. What up, Angelo?
How you guys doing?
Angelo's in the house. We got a whole crew
Yeah.
this time around.
There you go.
Professional.
So,
First
are
class.
you still like listing houses and got your finger on the pulse of real estate? You know? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about the market right now? I'm just curious.
It's been stagnant the last couple months. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
down, up,
well, it was
down, up,
yeah,
down.
right
That's what
before
I'm
the
talking
war,
about,
right?
you know?
When rates were under 6, and we could see things really popping, and
yeah,
it's
but
kind of
you
stalled
see it
out
for a
little
week
bit.
or two, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you see it not.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard to really.
I think buyers
there's no
at this
pattern.
point are, they get it. Like rates aren't going to be 3% ever again or 4%. This is what your rate is. You want to sell your house because of, whatever reason it is, and you're holding on to that interest rate. I mean, I think you're seeing those clients more and more right now, right? Like, let's get into the market now. There's never a perfect time to enter any market. But if you can afford the house and this is the house you want, go for it. Like that's, real estate goes up and down like any market.
Yeah, there's never really a perfect time to buy, but there's always a perfect time to sell.
It is a weird economy though right now where consumer sentiment is all-time low, but the stock market's at all-time highs. So something's weird's coming. I don't know, but I've been saying that for a while.
Excited to talk about with these gentlemen BuyBank.
Yeah.
That program we have put together. We have free money to buy a house for union workers. It's pretty cool. No obligation. If they don't own a house, they can register. They get money in their account right away for future home. They get 10% of their rent. They get money to refer people. And if they use it, that's great. If they don't, they don't. But it's solid. It's there for them. It's backed by the agent's commission. If we don't get the money, the agent says, I'm going to pay it. If they don't pay it, the lender says, I'm going to pay it. If the lender doesn't pay it, BuyBank's going to say, I'm going to pay it. So it's solid. It's for sure. It's a great program.
Yeah. Clark County School District behind it, too.
Clark County School District. Yeah, we're on their ambassador program, I think we call it. Yeah, for 40,000 school teachers and employees and staff.
Yep.
So they love it. And that goes out this week. A matter of fact, at the aviators that we have coming up with these guys,
You're supposed to save all this.
CCSD might even join us, some of their top staff. And then we're going to have the owner give an award for Teacher of the
Aviators?
Year. We have an award given out to whoever you guys say. Maybe you guys get the award. I don't know. We'll give you an award. Don Logan, he's the owner of the Aviators.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
A lot of good things coming up.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break. How much time we got, Angelo? Okay. Well, we're gonna take an early break, Angelo. And when we come back, we're going to talk to let's just introduce you guys now, and then when we come back, we'll introduce you again. So, Marco, tell us what you do, who you are, what's going on.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Marco Hernandez. I'm the vice president for the Labor's Union, Local 872. I'm also a candidate for Clark County Commission District E.
Nice.
Great. And then we have Lou.
Lou DeSalvio, also president of Labor's Local 872, and I'm running for Assembly District 1.
All right,
Got the president and the vice president, and both running for office. I love it. First time in running for office, you guys?
No.
No, this is my third time for the same position, Clark County Commission District E.
Okay. Are you already in the office, or you're just running again?
So there's first time I ran, I lost by 181 votes out of 12,000.
Yeah, we need a hanging chat.
Well, do we just turn the needle on that right here? We're good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, awesome. Yeah, I know we're going to get into this. It's a little weird dynamic where we got to start the show over again
Yeah.
because Aaron, he has us on how many stations now?
Well,
5?
3, sometimes 4, but 3 for sure.
There you go.
So, yeah, we kind of started over, and then other people pick it up. So the first thing was kind of light, like what we're doing. Maybe we make fun of each other. Usually it's me and my son, but I get to make fun of Dustin today. And but, yeah, we're going to take a break, 702-310-6683. When we come back, we're going to come back with Marco and Lou from the union, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. So we'll see you in a minute.
The real estate guy.
See, now we bring it in. Marco, bring it in a little faster. Now we got all these other stations listening to us. I must warn you, though, they're older. These are voters now that are listening to us. These are 55 and over, like gray hairs. They got oxygen tanks. Bro, they're like seniors. We talk about Medicare, Social Security. I can make fun of them now because I am. You would never think I was 62, would you?
Nope.
Never. Nah, you would. But, hey, we just want to thank our sponsors really quick. Fidelity, Neo Home Loans, Mutual of Omaha, and our favorite place to eat at Grape Street Cafe.
Sometimes you wanna go.
All right, cut it, Angelo. See how fast that intro was? Well, let's get into it. Okay, we're super excited for me, not just to have my buddy Dustin DeHart with me, that we've done this show for several years. We had a lot of fun doing it. Some live broadcasts too, right, Dustin? That was pretty cool. But we have 2 union guys running for office. I'm going to introduce them. Tell me about your name, what you do, and why you're running for this particular position. I'll start with the president Lou.
How you doing? Well, I decided to run because of what we went through the studio bill that would have brought at least 17 to 19,000 construction and permanent jobs. We had some people that we thought were friends that would help us get this on because, within construction field, the faster we build it, the faster we're unemployed. Where when we create other jobs, other unions like Culinary, AFSCME, SEIU, they all grow in membership and they have permanent jobs. So fast we build it, we're unemployed. So this was a golden opportunity for us to actually have a career path after the actual construction. So we fought hard for almost 3 years on this, and then we get the special session, and it winds up one of our own, which we thought was a friend, kind of put the nail in the coffin on us. So
It usually happens that way, right?
But he knew the importance of it, and a majority of his constituents are construction and live in his area. So I still can't kind of seem to wrap my head around why he made that decision.
Right.
But I know for me going up there for the assembly is to create and obtain as much possible work as we can through that legislature.
Right. That guy you're talking about, can we mention his name?
Yeah, Edgar Flores.
Oh, what a piece of garbage that guy is, huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, but hey, you're my friend, so I can talk about him.
Yeah, well, let's just say he's not on the right side right now with us because
Right.
and all the other 19 trades that are out there. Like I said, this was a huge. They talk about diversity,
Right.
diversification in the economy. Here's an economy that we are not tapped into, and I know Hollywood's been wanting to come here for years, and to get the land. I mean, you got to understand they had to dump like $500 million before they even got a chance for any type of tax credit. Plus, there was like 27 chains attached to that money, not strings. I mean, they had to be in the community. They had to do basically what the Raiders are doing, what the A's are doing, times 10.
Right.
And I think that there was more risk to the Raiders in the beginning because of the heads of the beds, and we had COVID and nobody was coming, compared to what they wanted to do as a investment for the studio.
Right.
So, and again, it was coming off the money that was generated off that 90 acres, not coming from money that was already allocated to something. And that was kind of spun the wrong way, too, at the legislature to convince people not to get in on it. The money was going to be generated to pay those tax abatements and credits based on what happens on that property. So it wasn't like I'm going to take from the schools or I'm going to take from police or anything. So it was a lot of...
Right. Tell me this, Lou, because I just want to dumb it down for a lot of people because I didn't know, so I figure a lot of people don't know. You're the president of all the unions or certain unions?
No, I'm the president of Labor's Local 872.
And what consists of that, briefly?
Okay, so basically we are the union that works with and assists all of the trades. So we basically do the things that no one else wants to: concrete, asphalt, pipe, underground utilities. We bring the services to your house. We build the casinos. We build the roads, the bridges.
How many
all heavy
people?
construction. We have over 3,000 members.
Okay, now you yourself, do you actually have a job, or is your job the president of that union?
I do. I'm a field agent as well as the president.
Okay, so
I'm dealing with the politicians to the members in the field.
Okay, and the number one thing as a president of this union, you're trying to do what for those workers? What's your...
Chase work for them.
Okay.
Get them work. Every day my job is to meet whoever I got to meet with, whether it's a developer, and I also sit on the planning commission for the mayor. And that's a huge plus, too, because it gets me in front of the developers.
Right.
It gets me to have the conversations with them to say, hey, I have a skilled workforce that I can help you with all your stuff that you need, or guide them in the right direction to a local contractor that can.
I saw your resume. He texted to me. It was like I couldn't even go over it in our show. It was so long.
All the
You're really
boards
involved.
I sit on is 4 jobs: Governor's Workforce Board, Local Workforce Board, RTC. These are all boards that I sit on that's going to help generate jobs and career paths for our apprentices and our membership.
Are surveyors in your union?
No, that would be in the operating engineers local 12.
My son's in the union. He's a surveyor.
So he's probably in local 12.
Yeah, good old union, blue collar, tough dude. You know. What do you think, Dustin?
Your non-white sons? I'm just joking.
Did you say that on air? You can't, bro. What do you?
I wasn't on mic.
Oh my God. Can you believe this guy? Talking about, okay, I'm not even going to say it.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Lou, besides that, like Las Vegas is growing. Like what like future growth, like how important is that, and where do you see your step in assembly and all that, and the president of the union going forward with, the infrastructure and everything else?
Okay, so usually up at the assembly, when you do have, some big money that wants to come to town, whether it's a data center or a Google or whatever, they're going to get with the assembly and the Senate, and it's going to kind of trickle on down and get with the governor. So being on a local level, what I do, running for a state assembly and getting me a little bit closer to the movers and the shakers is going to help benefit all trades and all service-based units. It's just not about 872. It's about getting everybody going.
Right.
So, and that's the goal that we always do. Like when we got the Raiders to come to Vegas, that was a big 872 thing, but we made sure everybody had a bite at that apple. Because if you remember, there was no work before that. We had the downturn in the economy. The only work that was going on in town was any highways, a couple road patch work. There was no casinos being built. Everything was mothballed. They sat on a Fontainebleau set for how many years? Resort for, there was nothing going on. So when them Raiders came here, and all our houses were worth 3 times less than what we paid for it, right? The minute they said they were coming here, it spiked everything. I mean, small business came with it. It was all part of the PLA. You had to use local hire. You had to use local businesses. You had to find whatever materials you could for that project right here in Nevada first. There was a lot of stuff inside that bill to make sure to get Las Vegas going again.
And you guys are helping with the A's Stadium too, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's a lot of jobs right there
Yep.
for a lot of people. Then behind that, I think we have an NBA stadium coming. Is that for sure yet?
From your lips to God's ears, I hope so.
Yeah, I
Seriously,
heard
we
about
have
that.
the property for it. There's 4 great locations right now that's just dirt that would work perfectly for it, and it's actually pretty much leveled and graded for it. I know they want to try to get it in the T-Mobile, but see, that's only like $300 million remodel. In today's money, that's like
Peanuts.
peanuts, right? We rather see a $2 billion project. A tower in the stadium.
Did you hear Dustin when he was just talking? I like this right now. I can't hear him. It's great.
Where, number one spot, where do you guys see it? Because I'm up on the arrow with it too. We have to find an owner first, obviously, but if Foley owns the team, and I know he's got a lot of interest in buying the team, T-Mobile would make sense. But and then there's outside of the strip, right? That's what I'd like. It'd be easier as a fan to go to it, but an owner is gonna want to have the landscape of the strip and everything else. And it's first of all, before you answer that, and it is amazing though that you can literally walk from T-Mobile to see the Golden Knights to the A's to the Raiders.
I love it.
And now it's probably going to be the
close.
NBA, just walking distance from each other on the strip. It's just phenomenal. It's
Well,
unbelievable.
there
have been a few drawings
this town
that came
has
out.
really it's crazy to say we are a sports town and how much how much economy that's brought in. Everybody was pissed off about the bills and everything else, but literally that's been the whole shift of Las Vegas right now, and it gives jobs to everybody. And look, I love what you said. My job is to get them jobs because I'm a loan officer. And when I see union guys, they have 18, 20 W-2s, or those some of the hardest, the hardest loans to do because I got to get verification employments on all of them. But I love it because that's you behind the scenes getting them the jobs. And man, with what we have, the programs, I can't wait to talk to you guys about that. We got to get them in houses. So I know that was a long-winded question, but we're number one spot. Where do you think?
And you got 1 minute to answer it before we take a break. Fire away.
Well, for me, I would say the old Wet and Wild site.
Oh yeah,
It's perfect. It's in the proper location, and that end of the strip needs a little love.
does.
Everything is popping off on the south end. Yeah. We need to get
and those
some love
Turnberry
down that
residents are tired of looking down at a dirt lot.
And then, again, once you build that, then everybody starts to up their game. Okay, we got to remodel. We got to do a new facade on the front of our dilapidated, strip mall. So it all happens. And like I said, with the Raiders, when they came here, people's house values went up. People started putting money back into their houses because they had something now to live for, literally.
Yep.
I mean, it was life-changing for Las Vegas in 2015 when that stuff was starting to get announced.
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a break. Thank you, Lou.
Yep.
Lou Del Salvio, running for state assembly. District 1. Make sure you vote for this guy, right? Vote for him. Forget about it. We got to come up with a slogan with your New York background. Do you have a slogan?
I don't.
Well, I'm gonna ask my chat GBT to give me one before you leave.
I'm afraid to say.
Oh no, it'll be good. And then we come back. We're gonna talk to Marco, your vice president of the union, see what he's running for, and go from there. Anyway, 702-310-6683. You're listening to Real Estate Live.
The Real Estate Guy.
Okay, we're gonna get right to it here, but my AI did give me kind of like a poem slogan for Lou here. I thought this was cool. So it says, they hold meetings, we swing steel. They write speeches, we keep it real. When it's time to fix the mess, don't call a mob. Call Lou DeSalvio. Send a worker to do the job.
Nice.
Boom. Pow. Oh, that's a good one. Anyways,
Lou went to Valley High School. None of that's going to work for us. I'm sorry. Retry that.
should we throw some
Come
Vegas
on.
spin in there too? No.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're back. Hey, Dustin.
Hey,
What do we
Aaron.
got next, buddy?
Well,
Bring him in.
We got Marco running for vice president. We had the president of the laborers union. By the way, Mark, how long have you been vice president for?
Wow, it's been since 2008. It's been a
2008.
minute.
How long you been in town for?
So I moved from Mexico in 1995 straight down to North Las Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
Lake Mead and Belmont area,
Okay.
and went to Rancho High School. So
Nice.
class
That's
of-
where
class
my
of-
dad went.
Yep, class of
I
1999.
always ask my dad, what gang were you in? he doesn't get the joke, so I'm just kidding. My wife went to Western. Yeah, that's great. So, and then now, what are you running for? Because I think I botched that last time.
Right. So I'm running for Clark County Commission District E. Pretty much is
So.
from,
And where does that encumber?
so it goes from the I-15, it goes from Charleston
Okay.
to Flamingo all the way back to the east side.
Yep.
Some sections of the Lake Las Vegas area.
Yeah.
And so that arena coming into next to the Fontainebleau and
Would that
the
be by
Sahara.
you?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be part of the district. So,
Okay.
of course, I'll be 100% ready to,
Yeah.
be part of it and make sure it passes.
Yeah. So I mean, Lou hit on a bunch of topics. I mean, so I'm sure you're going to mirror some of those, but as far as getting jobs for your members and running, what is your biggest focus on doing all of this and juggling these two jobs?
So I'll be honest with you, that district, I mean, the whole east side, it's been neglected for at least 20 years that I've been out there.
I'm born and raised in Vegas.
Yep.
I totally get it. Yep.
So, I mean, I moved into the east side in 1998 when my dad was part of the Carpenters Union, so another union household. And trust me, ever since he moved into the area, it's always been the same. Nobody really cares about the east side. And I'm just trying to do my part, trying to get elected, really work for the district, for the people, not the party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and that's what they need. I mean, that side of town has been neglected for a while, right?
For a
I mean,
long time.
like Las Vegas. I mean, that's a good, I mean, that's got a lot of development. It was weird, like Lake Las Vegas, Aaron. Kind of countering into real estate, how bad that got, right? And HOAs were just insane, and no one was moving there. What does it look like now? I mean, now it's probably busting out of the seams,
it's
right?
Pullman. You have some great houses. Builders are building like crazy up there.
How, they got to be running out of land pretty soon, right? How much?
It seems like they just keep
keep
climbing
going
up
up.
the mountain. They keep cutting up the mountain.
Yeah.
Well, Toll Brothers is up there. Lennar doing some pretty good things. You can buy a nice house for about $6,000.
One of the problems was then just having a store near you, right? Have they developed a lot around there? Is there restaurants and
For what I know, is Lake Mead and Boulder Highway.
Yeah.
West Lake Mead it's the area that it's been. They got the Albertsons, the Smith, the big Smith's stores. But yeah, so the district kind of goes from the very good parts of Lake Las Vegas all the way to the working people from the east side, construction, hotels, everything, and then into the Twin and Swenson area that is a struggle in that area. We just got to clean it up.
Yeah, and then I think your job with the union really influences what you want to do in politics, right? I mean, they kind of go hand in hand, really, quite frankly, right? I mean, is that what's kind of influenced you to get into
Yeah,
this?
so I'll be honest with you. About 8 years ago, that was the first time I ran against the current commissioner.
Who was that?
I'm not going to say his name.
I was
because
just-
then people are going to vote for him. I'm going to do the opposite.
Yeah.
You know?
Is he still
He's
in
still
office?
He's still
Okay.
the sitting commissioner.
Okay.
So, I disagree with a lot of the stuff that he brought into the state. Right? He brought the wheat money into the state.
The wheat, yeah.
I used to coach Little League over at Washington and Pecos for 15 years.
Okay.
I'm involved with the Center in Boxing, another youth program that we have to keep the kids out of trouble, keep them in the boxing area. So.
It's
that's
a weird
that's
juggling
my
dynamic.
background.
You want the income, but you want to keep the kids safe.
Keep in
I
mind,
get it.
I grew up in Northtown, so
Yeah. There was some weed
the
running around.
drugs don't
Yeah.
scare me. What
Yeah.
scares us is that there's people out there that they don't have another agenda for the people in the district. So that's where I come in, and I want to make sure that I clean it up, put the people back to work, and make sure we bring some of the businesses back into the area.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, Aaron's weed dealer used to live over there. You know what I mean? So he was kind of upset that,
he's in a
he
higher
lost his
district
job,
now.
dude.
He lives in Red Rock Country Club.
Yeah,
He's moved his way up.
No, it's out.
And then the legalization just really screwed him. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. So, as we've been on this show, I've heard a lot about boxing. It sounds like that you're passionate about that. So
Yes, baseball and boxing.
yeah, that's some good sports right there. Yeah.
Well, he's Mr. Baseball.
Yeah.
And then Jude, I'm telling you, he's a really good boxer. Where's the gym you go to? Yeah, right there on Sahara, right?
Yeah. Well, no one's heard of that. You know.
Well, it's a real gym. That's why it's not like 24-hour fitness does.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Real boxers, real gym. I went twice. I joined this program, and I almost died. I never went back.
Do you still coach baseball?
I just left about a year ago.
Yeah.
We got to sign him up to the labor so that way he can
I
help
know,
us out
yeah.
on the,
He
on
looks
the
a
next,
little-
on the next battle of the trades. We just had that in.
He's in shape. I'll
You
tell you
just
that.
ran a
but
50-mile marathon,
Yeah.
didn't you?
I don't think
Ironman.
he doesn't look like he's picked up a hammer in his whole life. though. Me neither.
Well, he could go through the apprenticeship.
Look, I get jealous. Yeah. I'm good at like nothing in life besides a couple things, and like if something's broken in my house, the real man of the house fixes it. My wife, not me. So like when I see guys that can actually do stuff, it like, same with you, Aaron. But you can actually fix things, can't you?
A little bit.
My dad taught me that if it's broke and you can't pay somebody to fix it, well, it's broke. Simple as that, right? So yeah, I mean, look, I commend you guys. Like it's a tough job, being laborers. Like Lou said, the jobs that others don't want, and that's really what it is. That's, they're necessary, hardworking guys, and we need to get them in houses at the end of the day, right? And a lot of them,
right.
Marco, you can agree with this. Just with the economy, rates going up and housing prices going up and inflation and everything else, it's tough to get in a house. Like I've been doing this a long time. Back in the days, you made $60,000, you're all day long you buy a house. Now it's like good luck. So you really need these programs and incentives. And Aaron, what we're doing, with BuyBank, you've got a lot of renters, right? We want to turn them into homeowners, and that's really our goal. Bringing all of us together, with Mutual of Omaha. And, that was I told you you're supposed to turn your phone off.
Well, sometimes I let him hear it.
But look, it's still not easy. So like, do you see that struggle day to day when you're talking to your members, man?
Every day. I mean, you got to understand some of those new apprentices are, starting at 50% of the rate, which is around $20 an hour.
Yeah.
And then eventually when they graduate from the apprenticeship, they want to be able to buy their own house.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, this is a really good program that you guys are working on, because by the end of the 2 years, with all the work coming up, and hopefully we get that NBA arena.
And then they're out of apprenticeship, right?
Right.
Making a lot more money, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And then hopefully by then they'll be able to, afford their property. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the plan.
100%. And that's the focus on this. Like, if you're not ready now, right, we're going to get you ready and give you the path to it, right? But there's a lot of people that are ready right now. We really want to get that focus out. Like, there's a great program through Nevada Housing that's $20,000 for essential workers, right? And literally every trade that you just rattled off are on there, right? What's funny is I'm about to close on a loan for a gentleman that he was with another loan officer, never mentioned this program to him, and his real estate agent thought he worked with HVAC, which I'm like, okay, that's not one of the trades. And I asked him, I'm like, what? Because when he filled out the app, he didn't put his position on there. I'm like, what do you do for a living? I go, like, there's a great program, and I sent him the list. He goes, yeah, I'm a pipe fitter. So, like, literally one of the, like, so boom, he's getting $20,000. We've got $5,000 from the seller, so he's getting in this house with like $3,000 out of his pocket with a 5.5% rate, right? So that, the other loan officer had him coming in with his whole down payment, right, exhausting all his funds and having, needing $15,000 from the seller, which is, look, it's not that easy to get. However, when you work with our program, we can get that through BuyBank and everything else. And the Essential Workers Program, it's not here forever. There's still like 300 and something spots, so it's going to be around for probably the next 6 months. So that's right. I really want to focus on helping the people that can get into a house now, because with the real estate rewards, with what Aaron's doing and everything else, it's almost like we're paying you to buy a house.
Pretty
Aaron.
much,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
not joking. Like literally, this is prime time, perfect entry spot.
Well, the
Take
market
advantage
is
of
where
it.
it should be, and I'm going to
Yep.
go over that when we take a break.
Yep.
I'm going to go over some numbers real fast because that's it's a real estate show, right?
Sure.
But it is prime time, like you said.
Yep. And then let's talk about the Aviators game. I'm really excited about that.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a minute.
All right.
The Real Estate Guy.
Okay, we're back. Real Estate Live, 702-310-6683 for all your real estate needs. 702-310-MOVE. Dustin, real estate talk, real quick.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what's the median sales price. I used to follow this.
480, still the same.
So, yeah.
But I don't want to get too much into it, but we still got about 10,000 homes on the market.
Okay.
Condos, townhomes. It fluctuates
Has
200,
that gone
300,
up
up and
last
down.
a couple months? Or like
Last 6 months has been about the same. Low 95, the high 10.6,
Right.
and everything in between. We're selling about 2,700 homes a month, condos, townhomes.
Which is a lot more
in the
than-
last 30
right.
days.
Yeah.
So we kind of go 30 days to kind of monitor it.
where are we at? 2,700
About
sales?
2,700.
Well, we were under like $2,000 for a couple of years.
Yeah,
So,
so we are
that's
picking
good.
up some sales, and our inventory was 10.7, and now it's 10.
Yep.
But it's hard to say there's a pattern there because it just fluctuates so much.
Well, there was a lot of demand from when rates went down, and I think that then stalled, and now it's going back up. So,
Right.
I mean, be curious to see. But now we're in the buying season too.
We are,
right?
but here's the biggest change from when we were doing the radio show till now. Is remember we used to do the radio show and there was about $100,000 gap between new homes and resale.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all of a sudden builders started putting their houses on the MLS. They put their sales on the MLS now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess that what did with the median sales price? As the resale's going down, it really isn't because they're putting builder sales in there. What's keeping it up? So it really, in my opinion, resale it's probably 400.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Really,
Yeah,
it is.
doing
And then
that,
our
yeah.
inventory. They have their inventory.
So that's counting the inventory,
yes.
the new home builds?
I could go in MLS and put up what sold of the sales. Let's say of the 2,700. What sales were year built 2025 or 2026? There's 400 or 500 of them.
Yeah.
All builders.
It's weird how, builders, are, even with the incentives, are not selling. They're struggling a little bit right now, right? I mean, because you got to look at, it sounds great. You're getting all these incentives. However, affordability is affordability, and that's what we've been talking about. Your taxes are way higher, right?
Yep.
Your backyard's all dirt, right? You're going to have to sink a bunch of money into that. So there's some costs to it, right, that people don't understand. However, look, the delta between $100,000 and resale to a new home, that's for real. Like that's to your point. Like that was. People would never look at rebuilds back or new home sales back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now they are. But
they could tease it with a 4% interest rate and
Yeah.
giving you $100,000 in
and it's
options.
weird how the temporary buy downs used to be such. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I
big
can't
deal.
remember the last time I've done one of those. Right?
the 2-1 buy downs
I think
and stuff?
buyers have just realized these are the rates. I don't want that. I want if I get incentives, I'm just going to use normal closing costs. Get in as little money out of pocket because at the end of that, I'd rather have $10,000 sitting in my bank account, right, or 15.
Yep.
Versus $100 lower payment, right? I'd have to have reserves, and I think people really, and that's what we don't tell anybody what to do. Aaron, you're right. We coach them and give them, guidance, right?
Well,
And
buyers
it
are
opens
also
up.
coming to terms with a higher payment because rent's
Well, they have
so
to.
high.
Yeah.
They're paying $2,500 rent to get a $3,000 house payment on a $450,000 house. They're like, well, it's my house. I can pay that.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Really quick, Lou's back in the hot seat.
Yeah.
New York Lou.
Valley High
Running for
School,
state
Lou,
assembly.
dude.
Valley
Yep.
High School. We didn't thank Diane, I'm sorry, because Diane, you kind of put this together, honestly. You really did. You should just say
You're
hi
gonna
real
have to
quick.
have her back on to talk about reverses. What she's doing?
Yeah,
She's doing a
reverse
lot.
mortgages. You really did put this together.
Hello.
And we got a big aviators thing coming up. Let's talk about that. And without you meeting Dustin, we would have never put this together because I was talking to you guys about BuyBank. Then he starts talking about the money that he has for the union workers. Next thing you know, you mentioned Lou. Then all of a sudden, Marco's here. What the hell? Everybody's here. And then we're doing this aviators game for union workers and CCSD on June 7th. We're going to have thousands of union workers and teachers. And we're doing it for $5 for them. Did you guys know that? $5. They get a meal. They get a ticket to a ball game. They get prizes. They get raffle prizes. I mean, does it get better than that?
No, and you're teaching them about home ownership.
Right, we're helping them. And anybody that's going to be there and have a booth, because I've had a lot of people go, oh, we want to be there. We want to participate. No. You're not going to be there and sell them anything. If you don't have something to give them and offer them, you're not going to be there. Because I don't need someone standing there in the booth, hanging outside, flicking the thing, going, hey, guys, fill this out right here. Get a free TV. Come on. No. We're not collecting names and data. You got to be a living trust attorney that's offering a discount on a living trust to teach them, a financial planner that's going to help them with financial planning, a title company to help them, mortgages to help them with money for down payment, the real estate guy to get them into good houses, things that will help the union workers, right? Reverse mortgages with Diane. What else are we going to have, Diane? Talk to me. Anything else?
We're going to have Lou throw the first pitch.
Lou's going to throw the first pitch. Did you know that?
I found out the other day.
Don't be scared. I'm just kidding.
Actually, right now, Marco's probably
Valley High
pissed
School.
off.
Yeah, you got to better train him.
Because Marco's like, I'm a baseball player.
I'll do the catching part of it.
So when we used to, because I advertised at the Aviators, and I threw out the first pitch one time, and I thought, the only way I'm going to make a strike is a curveball. I didn't make a strike. Didn't happen.
So how much time we have left, Aaron?
Angelo, how much time we have? 2 minutes.
Okay, let's talk. When is election? Let's talk about people voting.
Yeah, we
when
got
the
2
election
minutes. Let's
is.
talk about election, when it is. You each got 30 seconds to talk about it. Let's go.
Well, in 20 days, you guys are going to start getting all the early voting locations. So make sure you guys make your decision. Marco Hernandez for Clark County Commission District E. And don't forget, early voting and hit the polls.
Okay, so everybody understands they don't have to be in their area to vote, early vote. They could be shopping at the Galleria Mall halfway across town from where they live, and if they got the time to go stop in and vote, they can. The only time that you have to be in your precinct or at your exact location is if you waited all the way to the day of, which was June 9th, and that's from 7 in the morning to 7 p.m. So take advantage of the early voting because, like I said, you can walk out of the gym and there might be a tent up out there and just get it over with. The last thing you want to do is procrastinate, especially when it comes to Assembly District 1 and Commission District E, because we're out there fighting to get these people some livable wages and get them in the houses.
Amen. Marco Hernandez, Lou Del Salvio. And, this is a real estate show, and I don't want people to ever think that we're turning politics, right? We're not. But these guys are helping a lot of people. Union workers are the blood and sweat of Las Vegas, right? That's what keeps us going. I mean, we're a service industry. Everybody. My son, Sid, the kid, he's a surveyor in the union. So we support our union workers, and we're supporting them at the Aviators game, right?
Amen. It was great to have you guys. And I'm a proud sponsor of this. I can't wait to see everybody out at the Aviators game. It's going to be awesome. Go vote for these two. I couldn't imagine voting for anybody else. Again, they're the backbone of our industry, Las Vegas, and they get the job done, right?
All right, let's do it. 702-310-6683 with any questions, mortgages, real estate, sales, buy, 702-310-MOVE. See you next week, everybody.
The Real Estate Guy.